A banking relationship with U.S. Bank, and we'll do everything but roll out the red carpet. Stop by a nearby U.S. Bank now.
Guaranteed satisfaction, guaranteed style. And by Chrysler, cars so beautifully designed and brilliantly engineered, you can't help falling in love. Now the Islanders and Eskimos are about set to square off. The winner gets Litchfield in the Class 2A final. Let's take a look at tonight's game plan. Brought to you by Arctic Cat.
They like to attack. They got that man-to-man pressure. That's what they're going to stick with. If they play some zone, let's just put it this way, it's not going to happen. You're not going to see it. They like the pressure, force to the baseline, like the front the post, and then on top of that, they played a great schedule, so they're ready to go. Number two, Esko is going to feed the big guy, use that high-low situation, the man at the top of the key, dump it down to their big guy inside. They run a lot of plays with back cuts, and they're ready to go as well. That's Esko's inside attack. And number three, it's been a while for Esko. Is this a special season? I don't know. They've had some players come and talk to their team from the last state tournament team that appeared for Esko, and so this team is ready to go.
They had a pep rally to get them ready that included members of that 1955 state tournament team, trying to recapture some of that feel. Now let's meet the players, and for that, here's public address announcer Dick Stanford.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Target Center and the 2003 Boys Basketball Tournament and the 2AA semifinals. Our second semifinal of the evening matches the champions of Section 4AA with a record of 22-8, the Islanders from Delasalle. And the champions of Section 7AA with a record of 29-2, the Esko Eskimos. And now let's meet the players. We'll begin by meeting the Islander reserve. Say hello to Lavelle Jackson, number 12. Number 15, Nate Assel. Number 22, Paul Leffler. Number 32, Gio Gidio. Number 42, Janelle Hallman. Number 43, Ben Lenyard. Number 44, Quentin Moore. And number 52, Garon Patterson, the Islander reserves. And now let's meet the Eskimo reserve. Say hello to number 10, Justin Juntanen. Number 12, Chad Nelson. Number 22, Jason Coons. Number 24, Joe Sonnerborg. Number 30, Micah Schultz. Number 32, Luke Hansmeyer. Number 34, Derek Kaminsky. Number 40, Brian Lewis. Number 42, Joe Schellerud. And number 52, John Roccola, the Eskimo reserves. And now here are your starting lineups. At forward for Delasalle, number 14, 6'1" junior, Grant Hargett. At forward for Esko, 6'2" senior, number 20, Matt Townsend. For Delasalle at forward, 6-foot freshman, number 34, Cameron Rundle. Moresco at forward, 6'3" senior, number 44, Don Lemaitanen. At center for Delasalle, 6'3" senior, number 35, Richard Rucker. At center for Esko, 6'4" senior, number 54, Gavin Erickson. At guard for the Islanders, 5'11" sophomore, Travis Bledsoe. At guard for Esko, 6'1" senior, number 4, Jason Vingy. At guard for Delasalle, 6'1" junior, number 24, J.D. Jones. At guard for Esko, 6' senior, number 14, Jade Oberg. Islander head coach is David Thorson. His assistants, Dan Rabishko and Broderick Powell. Coaching for the Eskimos, head coach Mike Devney. Assistants Jerry Zimney and John Hedrich. Your officials for the 2A semifinal. Referee is Jim Erzar and the umpire is Jeff Schmidt.
Now the Islanders and Eskimos set to go to battle. Delasalle defeated Pipestone in their quarterfinal, 52-50. Esko all over Pelican Rapids. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Brought to you tonight by Dairy Queen. And a couple of the key matchups. Watch the backcourt. First of all, J.D. Jones, 18. Cameron Rundles, 13 in Delasalle's win in the quarterfinals over Pipestone. They'll go up against Vingy, Oberg, Townsend for Esko. And then the battle inside. Gavin Erickson for Esko. Richard Rucker, the 6'3 senior, the only senior in the starting lineup for Delasalle tonight.
Well, it's going to be an interesting matchup here. Delasalle likes to put that pressure, that man-to-man pressure. We'll see if Esko can handle it and get some opportunities to score. It's a good matchup.
We are underway. Delasalle controls the tap. Two teams that pride themselves on defense. Eskimos hold their opponents to just 43 points per game.
Eskimos starting off in this pressure man-to-man defense, doing a nice job. Almost a steal there.
And now it's Rundles with the pull-up, no good. And the defensive rebound controlled by Vingy.
Vingy's only 6'1", but he likes to get in there and bang with the big fellas and scoop up loose rebounds. That was a nice job there in that situation. Look at Dave Thorson on the sideline at Delasalle. Very, very enthusiastic. Boy, Delasalle, they got a lot of cheerleaders, too. They do. Bucket.
Dave Thorson, outstanding success here at the state tournament. And the pull-up jump shot by J.D. Jones. Delasalle's on the board first.
That's one of the best offensive plays in basketball. I think a little 1 or 2 dribble, pull-up jump shot. Nice play by Jones.
And a block inside by Richard Rucker.
Rucker on that situation was help side defense. He came over, made that nice shot block.
Well, the drive and dump, but nobody there. Rucker turns it over. Let's watch the defense on the other end by the senior.
Well, Erickson spun in the middle of the lane. Try to get to the rim. Here comes Rucker with that nice slap away. Good athlete.
Oberg closely guarded by Rundles. And that's a travel as Oberg got back to his feet. Esko head coach Mike Devney wanted to know why there wasn't a bump whistled.
Oberg just stumbled there, but he kept the basketball in his hands and just stood up. It's a traveling call.
Cameron Rundles, just a freshman. Now Jones on the drive, the pull-up, the leaner, no good. Rebound by Vingy.
Well, that time Delasalle was trying to get open Jones on that baseline. He had a choice of running out the double screen or a single screen, trying to free him up to get a good look at the basket.
Oberg looks inside. Now the lob, too tall for Erickson, and an Esko turnover.
Well, that's what the Delasalle coaches were talking about. A lot of high-low action for the Eskimos. They'll bring one of the big guys up to the top of the key. Once he catches it, he looks down low for his buddy inside, posting up down low. Pass just got away from him, out of bounds. Delasalle basketball.
Oh, everybody backs away, and Travis Bledsoe scores inside. First bucket for Bledsoe. Delasalle by 4.
But Bledsoe just picked up his dribble, spun around, looked like he was going to pass out of that defense, and everybody went that one way, and he had an easy layup at the rim.
Well, look at it again.
He got stuck. He turned around. Everybody went out to the perimeter. One little step, and nice ball fake there by Travis Bledsoe.
Foul went against J.D. Jones moments ago. And now Bledsoe rebounds the Vinci miss. Islanders with a 4-point lead in the ball, just about 3 minutes in. Jones left alone for 3. It's good. J.D. Jones, an outstanding 3-point shooter. And Delasalle leads by 7.
Jones averages 16 points a game. He's a good outside shooter. Got his feet set. Shot that jump shot with confidence.
Set a school record earlier this year with 10 threes in a single game. Here's why on the Arctic Cat scoreboard. D by 7.
I'm Lee Cottrell with
Link Recreational's back and bigger than ever, and they're passing huge savings on to you. An 03 Bayliner 175 with Mercruiser stern drive and custom trailer is yours for only $99 a month. Hurry in. Bayliner rebates end March 31st. Save over $5,000 on an 03 Bayliner 185 with 4-cylinder Mercruiser and custom trailer. List price $16,999. Link price $11,997. Plus get a 2-year extended warranty and a water sports package for just $199 this week only. The boats you want at prices you can afford. Link Recreational, Business Highway 53, Minong, Wisconsin.
Midway Sewer Service will make your day, providing emergency.
Earlier, got to be 30 deep in the cheerleading department at Delasalle. Don't be fooled by the Islanders' record as they enter this game 22-8. You look at the teams that defeated them this year. Minneapolis North, they'll play for the 4A title. Henry, they'll play for the 3A title. Grand Rapids was in the 3A tournament. St. Thomas Academy ranked 3rd in 3A before they were beaten by Henry. Eau Claire Memorial, they'll play in the Wisconsin State semifinals this weekend. An outstanding schedule they battled this year.
That's a great way to get your team ready. Play against the top competition. That's the only way to do it. If you're going to play against a bunch of cupcakes, come tourney time, you're not going to be ready and can't get it done. Good patience here by Delasalle, trying to find the open man.
Rundles traveled and turned it over. Rundle's just a freshman, and when I talked to Dave Thorson about this club, he said, you know, you go up against the pressure you face with Henry and North, and we've got a 14-year-old kid bringing the ball up the court. So you know you're going to have some struggles. Henry beat this team by only 9.
Wow, and I'm very impressed with Patrick Henry, obviously playing in the championship game tomorrow. They got a great chance to win another title. Nice move.
The leader for Matt Townsend, the leading scorer for Esko, has their first bucket, although it took them better than 4 minutes to do it. 7-2 Islanders.
We'll see if that basket will kind of settle their team down to start the game here. They're a little nervous, it looks like, but
Bledsoe has his shot blocked by Vinci.
Little shot fake, little one dribble, spanked out of bounds. Nice play by Vinci. Delasalle spreading out the floor. The lob pass. Oh!
And the slam by Rucker.
Well, that obviously was a set play. A little back screen set on Rucker's man. He got up to the rim. Beautiful pass and finish.
We got a foul call inside. Watch it again. The feed from Lavelle Jackson and Rucker with the athletic slam.
Boy, that could have been a foul there. Back screen came. Rucker made that back cut. And number 20, Townsend, might have fouled Rucker as he went up for that play, but boy, just a superb athletic play.
Jones picks up his second foul and has to go to the bench. Grant Hargett returns for Delasalle. There's Townsend.
Oh, from downtown.
Short. Rebound out of bounds to the Islanders.
Townsend decided to pull up there from 3 on that left side.
Timeout at the Target Center. 2:59 remaining opening quarter, and on the Arctic Cats scoreboard, the Islanders lead by 7.
Pretty intense, isn't it?
For in-your-face home theater action, come to Best Buy. From Sony Plasma TVs to Bose Surround Sound, we'll help find the system that's right for you. Get into the action at Best Buy.
Kevin and Jeff are really hammering through, both going strong. Oh, Jeff gets caught up. And Kevin Hine wins the heat. That's his best time in the single buck. He's got to be happy with that. 9:89 is now the time to beat.
Oh. There's that.
Who says you can't be big and tender? At Timber Lodge Steakhouse, our steaks are always big and tender. Timber Lodge Steakhouse, now featuring our famous walleye dinners for only $13.99.
Eskimos hoping for some offense against this stingy Delasalle defense. They trail by 7.
Well, Esko has basically 4 players that average double figures, led by Gavin Erickson. Or excuse me, Matt Townsend. Gavin Erickson's not far behind at 13 points a game.
Jackson with a drive. Count the basket. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play.
There's a replay of it. A little crossover dribble, high screen. Quickly getting to the basket on that left side. Boy, excellent play. Dave Thorson's got to like that play.
And how excited do you think Thorson is about the future here at Delasalle? Rucker, the only regular that he will lose. And the way they have hit the floor here confidently tonight speaks volumes about this young group of Islanders.
Boy, experience plays a big factor in success. But this team is rising to the occasion. Although they're young, they're ready to play tonight.
Hargett went high for that rebound, just snatched it away from Erickson. Woo! This time it's a travel against Lavelle Jackson and a turnover.
Boy, he is a quick player, 5'10", only a sophomore, but he's got that great handle, can break down the defender with that crossover dribble, likes to get to the rim.
The lob. Boy, they are aggressive, aren't they? Bledsoe picks up this foul.
Townsend was wide open on the low block there just a few seconds early. His buddy, Oberg's got to pass the ball a second or 2 sooner. He'd had an easy layup.
And another turnover. Now Rutgers out ahead of the play. And the finish.
Boy, nice maneuver. Get around the defense. Reverse layup. Avoid the charging call. That was a nice smart play by Delasalle.
12-point Islander lead. Islander brought 30 cheerleaders with him. The bench also leading the cheers. Tough pull-up. Offensive rebound for Vinci.
Boy, Esko is just really struggling. This defense for Delasalle is making them take bad shots. They don't look like they've settled into this game yet.
Just 1 of 8 from the field for Esko. And an athletic move. Grant Hargett it, takes it down the baseline, and Delasalle is up by 14. A timeout taken by Mike Debney on the Esko bench. Not even 7 minutes into this game, he finds his team down 14 points.
Boy, Dave Thorson loving what he's seeing there. Here's a nice play by Rucker getting down the floor. Here's the jackknife move, driving the baseline, hanging in the air. Hargett, nice play. Boy, Dave Thorson, he has done a nice job at Delasalle. It seems like every year they're contending for a state championship in 2A. Once again, they're here in the semifinals, threatening to play tomorrow afternoon for the big prize.
6 out of 7 years since he took over at Delasalle, they have been in the tournament. They missed only last year. Won titles in 98 and 99. Islanders in the pre-Thorson era had won championships in 85 and 88.
There's a stat 1 for 8 from the field for Esko. When a team is struggling on offense, one thing you'd like to do is you can't seem to get your shots to fall, whether it's on the perimeter or inside. You use that defense. They got a good man-to-man defense to try to create some offense. So you generate offense through your defense, get steals, get down the floor, and sometimes that'll kind of awaken your team and you get in the flow. And next thing you know, your shots start falling in half court as well.
Vingy for 3, short, no good. And the rebound controlled by Rucker.
That was a good opportunity. A little flare screen was set. Vingy had a nice look. We had a good angle. Looked like it was going to drop. Just hit the front of the rim, but that's the type of offense that Esko is going to have to start converting on.
Foul called away from the ball. It'll go against Esko. Whistle is against Townsend. But Thorson doesn't stop yelling. He's been
working that sideline. Dave Thorson actually was a coach at the university. My senior year was his first year coaching with Clem Haskins' staff there, so I know Dave a little bit.
Coached 5 years at the university. Then left, took over at Delasalle in 1997.
Right now, Dave is telling his players, okay, we're going to run that high screen. With Brundles coming off the screen looking for the shot. Nice pass. Bad pass.
It comes away with a loose ball. Townsend at the buzzer. No good. And the first quarter comes to a disappointing close for the Eskimos. They find themselves down 14.
This road.
Kohler Chevrolet in Cloquet is the Northland's Truck Savings Center. At Kohler, you'll find the area's largest selection of new 2003 Chevy Silverados. New 4x4s starting under $20,000 and financing as low as 0%. Fantastic offers, plus the area's highest rated GM dealer, make Kohler the only place to shop for your new Chevy truck. Take the short drive and see for yourself why so many of your friends and neighbors have made the switch to Kohler in Cloquet, 10 minutes south of Duluth on I-35.
Kevin and Jeff are really hammering through, both going strong. Oh, Jeff gets caught up. And Kevin Hine wins the heat. That's his best time in the single buck. He's got to be happy with that. 9:89 is now the time to beat.
Oh, there.
Who says you can't be big and tender? At Timber Lodge Steakhouse, our steaks are always big and tender. Timber Lodge.
Well, you know, so it's a long way back, but back in the mid-'70s when we were able to go to the state tournament, I think what happens is when you're a player and you're going to the state tournament, that's a big thing. Your big goal was to go to St. Paul and play in the state tournament. And it gets even more special as the years go on. You get older and older, you think, wow, that was really a great experience to participate in the state tournament. You know, being a player and being able to go to the state tournament, we were able to upset a great Waseca team in the first round. That was a great thrill. And then, you know, having the chance to come back to my alma mater as a coach in 1985 and winning a state championship there, that ranks right up there, too.
Well, that 1985 championship team, an outstanding bunch at Delasalle.
Led by Damon the Dragon Dragotis. He's a friend of mine. I still play some hoops with him occasionally.
Well, he could play. Backdoor cut by Vinci. Zerden's team beat Wasika in that 75 tournament, snapped a 25-game win streak for the Blue Jays, then lost to Paul McDonald's Chisholm team in the semis.
Coach Z's hair was a little bit longer than it is now. Mid-70s.
DeLaSalle's had some great players since then. Of course, Ben Johnson, Alan Anderson, who's now playing at Michigan State. Both were a part of state tournament teams here with DeLaSalle. Great look inside. Hargett with the pump fake. The adjustment in the air. And DeLaSalle's back up by 14.
Well, somehow Hargett shook loose from the defense. He was wide open under the basket, able to adjust up to that shot and finish. There's the pass right over the top of the defense. Players from Esko flew by him, and he made the layup. Esko has just got to get on track. Otherwise, they're going to get blown out here in the first half, and that's tough that you never get into a rhythm. For a team like Esko playing in the Target Center, it's always a big adjustment. Got to find your rhythm and get back into this game.
Hargett with a steal. And at the other end, Rundles is fouled and will go to the line.
Well, Vinci trying to get back, and Rundles exploding up to the rim. We'll get a second look here. Charging down the floor, surveying the defense, getting up in the air, and there was a foul.
Vinci called for the foul.
I'm curious to know if Rundles, this is the son or the nephew of Jay Rundles, who used to play at Minneapolis North back in the early 80s. I'd be curious to know. He was a good player. He played against my older brother John and my other brother Tim as well.
One of two and a 15-point lead.
Well, full court pressure here by DeLaSalle. See if Esko can get something at the basket. They got the height advantage inside.
And a block by Rucker, although they call a foul. It's going to go against Hargett, who was defending on the floor. Rucker clearly got all ball on this block.
Well, that was a nice play by Erickson, facing up the defense, driving up the baseline. Drew that contact, lowering his shoulder. Nice play. I would look for Esko to apply some full court pressure here and see if DeLaSalle can handle it. Maybe a zone press, possibly create some turnovers, give DeLaSalle a different look. Little 3-2 zone now by the Eskimos. I think it's going to be a good move here for them.
Bledsoe on top. Jackson with it.
Good ball movement, patience by DeLaSalle. Trying to get the ball inside.
Here's Bledsoe. Cut off. Whips it to the baseline. Too tall for Rundles, who was open.
Eskimos doing a nice job hustling in that defense. Bledsoe had no place to go. He picked up his dribble, tried to get the ball down onto the baseline to his teammate, just over his head.
Jade Oberg, Matt Townsend returned for Esko. Townsend, their leading scorer, has been held to 2 thus far. Esko is just 1 of 10 from the field in the opening quarter. Townsend drives the baseline, leans by Rucker, no good, and Rucker with a rebound.
Boy, everything went except for that shot there. Townsend with a nice baseline drive. Got the defense up in the air, off the glass, just kicked off the rim. Too bad, that was a nice move.
Rucker drives, can't get it. Rebound Townsend. Townsend left alone, fires for three, no good. And Esko continues to struggle from the field.
Well, I think they need to continue to take the ball to the basket. If you're not going to get a good shot, at least you can draw some contact, get to the free throw line. They're still not on track, and the second quarter is winding down.
4:45 remaining in the first half. Esko perhaps starting to get their legs, but it's still Delasalle by 13 on the U.S. Bank scoreboard.
The Auto Show lets you see some pretty impressive vehicles, but only GMC trucks and SUVs are engineered with the power, agility, and comfort to make a truly lasting impression. Get used to it. We are professional grade. Now, GM owners or lessees can get $3,500 total cash back, which includes $500 Auto Show bonus cash on Sierra. Upgrade to professional grade. See the pros at your select GMC dealers.
It starts as a simple idea, a new way of looking at things. And before long, that idea becomes so big, so revolutionary, that it changes everything you do. At U.S. Bank, it's the 5-star service guarantee. 5 ways that you'll get focused and attentive service from every department, every person, every transaction. And that's more than a promise. That's a guarantee. The 5-star service guarantee. Welcome to the new U.S. Bank. This changes everything.
Fox 9's coverage of the Minnesota State Boys High School Basketball Tournament is being brought to you by Jeep. Only in a Jeep. See your local Jeep dealer.
Let's see if Coach Mike Devney for Esko Eskimos got anything going there at that timeout. Got to manufacture some points somehow. It just hasn't been falling up to this point, and they need to get on track here quick. Right now sitting in that 3-2 zone, the Eskimos. Nice penetration.
Rundles missed it. Rucker comes over the back on the rebound and is whistled for the foul. And I believe that this will put Esko in the bonus for the remainder of the first half.
Well, this is a way to get some free throws and get that lid off that rim. Maybe get something going, knock down a couple of free throws, get that defense going, and settle down as far as the offensive end.
Donnelly Maitonen hits the first one. He'll earn the bonus.
I think you should earn a bonus just being able to pronounce that name. Wow. Lee Maitonen.
And that's not Lee Maitonen. It's Donnelly Maitonen.
Yeah, that's right.
Might lead the league in syllables in his last name.
Well, when you're going to play this 3-2 zone, you got to dare this team to make some outside shots. Delasalle is so quick and athletic. They're able to penetrate this zone defense and break it down. Eskimos have to keep them on the perimeter and see if they can make some outside shots. That's why you go to the zone. Keep the offense on the outside. Don't let them score in the interior.
Here's Rucker on the drive. Kicks outside. Now Rundles with it.
Switch to a man-to-man defense here Eskimos have.
Rucker cut off. And a travel called against Bledsoe.
A nice move, but just he never established his pivot foot. He tried to shake the defense free there, but shuffled his feet. Here I look for the Eskimos. You got to get the ball inside. It's kind of tough with all that pressure to make those entry passes into the post. But if they're patient, they'll get some good looks. Here we go.
Erickson down the lane, and Gavin Erickson, who had 17 in the quarterfinal win against Pelican Rapids, has his first basket of this game. And Esko quietly has crept within 9.
Going back to the zone defense, Esko switching up their looks as far as what Delasalle's going to see offensively.
That's another travel. When we talk about the pressure and the defense by Delasalle, Esko can defend as well. In fact, after their game against Pelican Rapids, it prompted the head coach up there to say this was the best defensive team that we've seen all year. Pelican Rapids and head coach Brad Strand had faced some stiff opposition throughout the season, but nobody defended them like Esko.
Delasalle, they're pretty much switching every exchange there for us. Nice shot there.
Jade Oberg with the pull-up. 8 in a row for Esko, and the lead is down to 7.
Getting back into this game. This is very important before this first half finishes that Esko gets something on the board offensively. They're making a little run.
Rundles. Dave Thorson calls him the most talented freshman in the state. Bledsoe cut off, double teamed, and fouled. They get Lee Maitonen with this whistle.
That's what Esko's trying to do. They're in the zone defense, but they're really pushing that defense way out. They're extending it out on the floor. And that gives those perimeter players for Delasalle to cut in there and find some openings.
A run for the Eskimos has the U.S. Bank scoreboard tightening.
Papa's got a brand new bag.
Link Recreational's back and bigger than ever. They're passing huge savings on to you. A 16-foot Smokercraft sport tiller with 25 horsepower Mercury and custom trailer. List price $89.99, link price $69.97. Plus, all this week, you'll receive a special Smokercraft accessories package absolutely free. Get a 17-foot Smokercraft Valencia with 125 Mercury and custom trailer for only $189 a month with zero down. You can upgrade to a 115 four-stroke and accessories for only $9.99. The boats you want at prices you can afford. Link Recreational, Business Highway 53, Minong, Wisconsin.
Let's take a look at this play by Esko, freeing up Erickson on the post. Erickson gets that horizontal screen. The whole area is cleaned out because that player cuts through Oberg. Nice pass inside. Erickson finishes for 2. That's what they need to continue to do. Get the ball inside to the big fella off those horizontal post picks.
Delasalle has seen Esko run off 8 in a row and cut this lead down to 7 points. He with only 1 field goal in the first 6 minutes of the second quarter. Jackson outside, Rucker with it. Rucker drives by Lee Maitonen. A lot of contact, no whistle. Rebound Erickson.
Good defense there. Clogging up the middle. Not an easy shot to take. That ball kicked off. Esko doing a nice job on the defensive boards.
Backdoor cut. Townsend. Contact at that end and no whistle.
That's what Esko likes to do. A lot of back cuts. A little juke fake like you're stepping out to catch a ball to run the play, and quickly going back door, delivery pass. And they will pick you apart if you give them the opportunity with those back cuts.
Foul against Jade Oberg. 5th team foul against the Eskimos.
Here, let's see if they run that lob play. Running a screen for Rundles.
Rucker. Oh, stripped from behind by Vingy, but he will go to the line.
That looked like a nice block. We get a replay here. Rucker going strong to...
They called the body foul against Erickson
before the block. That was a clean block, it looked like, from behind. Rucker's going to shoot a couple.
First free throw good by Rucker. Delasalle has not had a field goal in nearly 6 minutes.
Well, they came out so hot and got to the rim, get some easy layups. Penetration was the key there for Delasalle, but Esko has done a nice job of switching up the defenses from man to zone and giving the Islander team different looks. Now they're back into that 3-2 zone, it looks like, at the moment. Number 20, Townsend, he plays that top, but once the ball goes into the corner, then he slides down into the post and takes the inside guy.
Final minute winding down on the Liberty Corn countdown clock. 8-point lead for Delasalle. Bledsoe drives, kicks outside. Jackson lost it, got it back. Rucker traveled.
Yes, he did. That play broke down for Delasalle. Rucker got the ball on the baseline. He was trying to slice and get to the rim, but took an extra step. Esko maybe take a chance here to work that final shot. Cut it down to 6 or 5.
Inside 20 seconds. And a block by Rucker. And then Oberg fouls Alexander. Jackson, rather. This is going to send Jackson to the foul line. Or did they call a foul against Jackson? They did. They called the foul on Jackson, and Oberg will go to the line.
Vingy came off that double screen into the middle of the lane. But there was Richard Rucker to spank that shot away. Ball kicked on down the floor.
First free throw, no good. Time for Delasalle. Rundles hustles to the front court. Takes it all the way to the rack, and the layup good. The freshman Cameron Rundles caps the first half that sees Delasalle go nearly 6.5 minutes without a field goal, and yet head to the locker room with a 10-point margin.
Let's give some credit to the Eskimos. They fought back to get into this game. They started off so slow offensively. They ran a couple plays to get Erickson freed up inside, a couple backdoor cuts. They got some offense there. They're in this game, but that's kind of a momentum stopper, that last layup here by Delasalle to finish off the first half.
Well, the Eskimos started so slowly, down 14 at the end of the first quarter, made just one first quarter field goal. Started to fight their way back, but then watch the freshman Rundles with the finish.
Boy, great play coming right down the lane, getting to the rim, scooped it up for that nice bank shot.
Let's check in with Jeff Grayson.
Hi, Anthony. I'm with Esko assistant coach John Hadrich. Coach, it was like a tale of 2 quarters. Your thoughts on each one?
Yeah, really. The first quarter, we came out tight. A lot of our shots were long, bouncing off, and even some short. We don't normally shoot that way. I think in the second quarter, we kind of came back and maybe got adjusted to playing down here in the state tournament and settled down a little bit.
You're going to stay in that zone? It seemed to turn the tide a little bit.
Yeah, I think that'll help us. We'll probably switch it a little bit off and on, confuse them if we can. It's our offense. We got to score more than this. And you know, missing that bonus there at the end with Jade on the line hurt. Then they came back and scored 2 right at the end. Otherwise, it'd be tighter than that.
Last thing, what do you talk about at halftime with the guys to get ready for the third?
Well, we just got to settle down. We're a better offensive team than we are showing right now. And just keep the intensity up. I think we just had to get going there, and we didn't come out of the blocks very good.
All right, good luck in the second half.
Thanks very much.
All right, that's Esko assistant coach John Hadrich. It is a 10-point game. Esko on the comeback trail, but Delasalle still in control as Fox 9's coverage of the high school tournament continues.
Okay, people, we're rolling film. Cue the sledge at full throttle, please. Nice. Okay, show me A-cam. Good, good. Hey, where's the green one? Where's the freaking green one? I got her. She's up ahead. Well, get up there. I'm trying. Come on, I'm missing the shot here. I got a 10. Yeah, we're not going to catch that rocket. We need a faster chopper. You'll never work in this town again.
What a fun party.
Sure was.
You know, I was really pleased with the cheese platter.
Mm-hmm. Boy, this is going to be a bear to clean out.
Oh.
Hey! Great party, but we're running a little bit low on cheddar.
Hey! I found their fondue pot!
Ah, the power of cheese.
Now there's an extra reason to look forward to Fridays.
I cannot wait.
Perfect. I'm starving over here. McDonald's rocks.
Everybody, remain calm. You heard right. It's $1 Filet-O-Fish Fridays at McDonald's. For a limited time, get your favorite Filet-O-Fish sandwiches for only $1 each after 4 p.m. on Fridays. But hurry in, because Fridays won't be this good for long.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're watching Fox 9.
It is halftime of our last 2A semifinal. The lead is 10 for Delasalle, but Esko is knocking on the door. They were down 16-2 after the first quarter. And for the Eskimos fans watching, they can't be happy being down 10. However, they are on the comeback trail as the Islander fans move it up here at halftime. Jeff Grayson back here at the Target Center along with St. Francis head basketball coach Ron Larson. And coach, we were watching the game together in the first half, and you were wondering if Esko would change to the zone, and they did, and they seemed to stop Delasalle a little bit in that second quarter.
Well, it was a good coaching move at the start of the second quarter. You know, the penetration was really killing Esko, and you know, I feel for Coach Devaney because it was a coach's nightmare in that first half. I think his kids came out tight. They weren't used to probably the big arena that they're facing right now, or they're in right now, and they weren't used to the pressure defense that Delasalle put on. Excellent defensive pressure by the Delasalle Islanders, but they made the adjustments. Unfortunately, they missed a free throw at the end of the first half here to cut it closer, but I think they made the right adjustments now and on the right track, and I'm looking forward to a good second half.
Well, on the Islanders side, you mentioned it was a nightmare for Esko, but the first quarter was a dream for the Delasalle Islanders, and really what got it going for them was their ability to penetrate through the Esko defense.
Yeah, and I think Esko is probably a better defensive team than they've shown here, but I think they just were a step slow here. Nice penetration all the way to the basket, and this happened time and time again for the Islanders. Here's another example where they just made a nice move to the basket, great athletic move, and it really put the Esko back on their heels. When they became much more aggressive in that start of the second quarter with that zone defense, it really became a good factor for them in terms of getting back into the game.
Well, those drives were by Lavelle Jackson, Grant Hargett, and Cameron Rundles. Well, now we go set here for the second half. Just more of the same if you're Esko, and what do you do if you're Delasalle? Because late in that half, it seemed like the Islanders were able to kind of weather the storm in the last minute or so. What do you think?
Well, I think Esko is going to continue with the zone, and they did switch it up a little bit. You can't just sit in that zone either because the other team is going to get used to attacking that. As for, in terms of DeLaSalle, you know, their defense has really got them where they are right now, you know, and I think they'll continue with good, tough defense, and they've got to hit some outside shots. Otherwise, I think Esko is going to probably make a comeback here.
Well, it was 16-2 after the first quarter, and then the Eskimos were able to adjust. You think kind of the first quarter jitters just a little bit?
Well, you know what it's like. Again, give DeLaSalle credit for that. I don't think Esko has faced a pressure defense like this for most of the season. But like I said, we said earlier in the broadcast that Esko has seniors, and they've got pride. They're here for a reason, and they made the adjustments. And I think at this point now, we're going to look for an even game, and we'll see if Esko can make a run.
Well, DeLaSalle is younger and inexperienced, but don't tell the Islanders because they still have that 10-point lead. When we come back, Anthony LaPanta and Kevin Lynch will recap the first half with highlights and stats. Stay tuned to Fox 9's coverage of the 2003 Boys Basketball Tournament.
If you've got one of these...
Link Recreational's back and bigger than ever, and they're passing huge savings on to you. Save big on an 18-foot Northwood Oasis with 25 horsepower Mercury, list price $89.99, link price $59.97. Plus, this week only receive a pontoon package valued at $7.99, absolutely free. New for 2003, a 22-foot Northwood Commander, list price $18,837, link price $12,997. Plus, this week only, you receive a pontoon package and upgrade to a 40-horsepower four-stroke at no additional cost to you. The boats you want at prices you can afford. Link Recreational, Business Highway 53, Minong, Wisconsin.
You live a lot of your life between 0 and 55. No one understands that like your State Farm agent.
That's why more people insure their cars with us than anyone else. Because we think car insurance should be as much about you as it is about your car.
In Duluth, see your good neighbor, State Farm agent Quinn Flagg, for all your insurance needs.
Consider all the possibilities in your world with Cellular One.
Want to get more from your cell phone? Get with Cellular One and get the hardest working minutes in the business. You can go farther, talk longer, talk early, talk late. Expand the possibilities in your life with Cellular One and get the hardest working minutes in the business. With Cellular One, you get more coverage, more minutes, more period. Right now, for only $29.99, get 1,600 minutes, a free phone, and free nationwide long distance.
Islanders lead by 10 at halftime. Welcome back to the Target Center. The Class 2A semifinals continue. The winner gets defending state champion Litchfield in tomorrow afternoon's Class 2A championship game. Story of a couple of quarters. Delasalle came out of the blocks fast. They jumped out to a 16-2 lead. Esko seemed to rally late, but yet here they sit still down 10 at the break.
Well, that last basket by Delasalle to finish off that first half was a killer there for Esko. They were on a little bit of a run. They needed to continue to get the ball inside and play that zone defense. They got to prove that Delasalle can make the outside perimeter shots. I think they have to stick with that zone defense.
In fact, it's a 4-point swing because Esko's down here playing for the last shot, and instead, it's Delasalle that winds up with a layup at the other end. It was an athletic first half for Delasalle. We got a good look at some of the state's best youth. They made some big plays early, showed no nerves for being in a state tournament.
Well, they got the big lead. Nice ball movement here, ending with Jones hitting the outside jump shot. Another play here, a little alley-oop play to Rucker for the big jam. That was a spectacular play, then getting the ball down the floor. Once again, there's Rucker finishing for two.
Rucker, the only senior in this starting lineup, at 5 points in the first half. On the other side, not much going offensively for Esko. Their leading scorer, Matt Townsend, held to just 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting. But they did manage to get it inside a couple times in the second quarter.
Nice backdoor cut. There's Vinji getting to the rim. Good pass. And, of course, Erickson, the big guy, a little horizontal screen, got wide open for a layup. Nice play.
And now as you look forward toward the second half, Esko shot just 24% of the first half, and yet they find themselves, at least in this game, down 10. They have to find a way to get the ball inside, and it was so tough against that perimeter pressure by the Islanders.
And it seemed like every time that they really executed their offense, Esko, they got good looks at the rim. If they keep freeing up Erickson, he could have a big second half.
Let's take a look at our first half statistics. Brought to you by Dodge. You'll see the field goal percentage, huge edge for Delasalle, 60% to just 24%. They owned an edge off the glass as well. They did turn it over a couple of times, but the way that they handled the top 2 scorers for Esko, Townsend and Erickson, a combined 2 for 9 from the field and only 6 points in the first half. If you're Esko, defensively, you mentioned that you think that they need to stay in that zone. Offensively, what kind of an adjustment can you make against a team that's attacking you on the perimeter?
Well, you have to get the ball inside, and that's not easy to do. When they're really pressuring you on the perimeter, it makes those entry passes really difficult. But they have to stay calm and work through their offense, be patient, get the ball inside, and they're going to have some success.
We'll get you ready for the second half when we return. The Class 2A semifinals coming away live from the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis on Fox 9.
Hey! That thing got a Hemi, right? Yeah! Well, now I got a Hemi, too. But I got something you don't got. Check this out.
Dodge Ram 1500. Hemi legend continues. Pick up a Ram 1500 with our auto show bonus and drive off with $3,000 in cash allowances. Hurry in. Offer ends March 24th.
Why do men climb mountains? Because they can.
And now you can climb mountains like never before thanks to Arctic Cat's Down and Dirty Sales event. Prices are down, way down. Payments are down, interest rates are down. And your down payment isn't down, it's out. And during our special Down and Dirty Sales event, we'll throw in a worn winch valued at $399 for only $69. Get down to your Arctic Cat dealer and prepare to get dirty. Arctic Cat, more to go on.
Kohler Chevrolet in Cloquet is the Northland's Truck Savings Center. At Kohler, you'll find the area's largest selection of new 2003 Chevy Silverados. New 4x4s starting under $20,000 and financing as low as 0%. Fantastic offers, plus the area's highest rated GM dealer make Kohler the only place to shop for your new Chevy truck. Take the short drive and see for yourself why so many of your friends and neighbors have made the switch to Kohler in Cloquet, 10 minutes south of Duluth on I-35.
Basketball tournament. Fox 9's coverage of the Minnesota State Boys High School Basketball Tournament is being brought to you by U.S. Bank. Other banks promise great service. U.S. Bank guarantees it. Now, as we get set to head to the second half, Delasalle late in their return, which is not a big surprise. Dave Thorson, an emotional head coach, a spirited guy, hit the floor yelling, and it just never stops. Not necessarily in a negative way. He's just an intense individual, and you can see that his team follows in those footsteps.
That's right, a lot like Dan Brink is at Como Park. We saw him last night. Very intense. It's hard to hold back those emotions, but Dave Thorson has done a great job, just like Coach Brink, and I'm sure he's letting his team know that they have a chance here to get to that final game. They need to take advantage of the situation, and I'm sure he's just telling those guys, if we got a chance to win a state championship, we got to go for it.
Take a look at another basketball tournament memory here on Fox 9. We go back to 1965. Minnetonka topped Faribault 71-60 in the final. They went 22-5 to win the state championship that season. Paul Knight, Art Ivy, Jerry Marquardt led the way for Minnetonka as the Skippers won it. Minnetonka back in the state final about 30 years later. Had Shane Schilling, Aaron Boone, but fell short against Nick Horvath and Mounds View in the 99 final. Let's check in with Jeff Grayson.
All right, thanks a lot, Anthony. With Delasalle coach Dave Thorson, your take on the first half, kind of topsy-turvy.
Yeah, I thought our youth showed attacking the zone. I told the coaches at halftime we need to fire the zone offensive coach, but that's me, so we'll wait till after the game. Hopefully our kids will rise up in the second half.
What changed? Was it just a matter of their defense going to a zone, or what did you see change in the second
quarter? I just think we got tentative. I thought we stopped gap penetrating and stopped looking to hunt for shots. That's what we got to do in the second half. Hunt for shots and attack.
Is that what you emphasized, Dave?
You bet I did.
All right, good luck in the second half. All right, you mentioned it, Anthony. He's fiery. He's emotional. Let's Dave Thorson. Back to you.
Little spirit even in an interview with Jeff Grayson.
Hunt for shots. I thought it might lead to a little fist fight over there.
Warn Jeff. Jeff, don't ask any silly questions next time or you might get a lecture.
That's Dave Thorson, though. He's 100% into it, and he's very enthused by high school basketball. That's great.
And his team played that way out of the gates. I made reference to it during our halftime show that for a team to come out with this much youth and play as confidently as they did early says a great deal about the way they were prepared to play tonight.
I think a lot of it, too, has to go to Esko. They just were a little bit nervous coming out, especially offensively. You know, you come into the target center for the first time, and you know, the depth perception behind the baskets, sometimes it takes a few shots to get used to, and Delasalle came out aggressive, took advantage of that.
Here's a steal by Erickson.
Nice job by Erickson anticipating that pass, picking it off on the wing.
Vinci for three, no good. A rebound, Jones, who's back on the floor. Remember, he missed a good chunk of the second quarter with foul trouble.
Going back to this 3-2 zone. Townsend up top. Now he's going to shift down and guard the post guy when that ball goes to the corner.
Well, you heard Dave Thorson talk about the penetration of the zone, but that's tougher against the 3-2 look than your typical 2-3 zone.
That's right. You have less seams to really attack, especially out front on that zone.
Jones for three, no good. And the rebound out of bounds, last touched by the Eskimos.
Well, you'd like to see Esko with the height advantage inside. Once that shot kicks off the rim by Jones in the corner, got to get possession of the ball and get down the other end. Seems like Esko had some more success. That's why they stayed with this 3-2 zone, because there's less opportunity to penetrate. Look at the zone right now. It's pretty spread out and gives those quick players for Delasalle chances to penetrate and break it down.
Great look inside to Rucker. Kicks back outside. Rundles from 15. No good. Long rebound controlled by Jones.
Good patience here by Delasalle. That shot kicked out. They got the loose rebound. Set the offense back up.
Bledsoe for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound Townsend.
Nice job by Townsend. Had inside position. A couple of Delasalle players on his sides. He was able to rise up and bring that rebound down.
Visney. Limainen grabs the loose ball and finishes inside. He has 4.
At the right place at the right time. Limainen scooping up that loose rebound in the lane. Finishes with the reverse layup.
Rucker drives the baseline for 2. He has 7 for Delasalle. The lead is back to 10.
Well, there's some nasty screens being set out there by Limainen. There's a couple elbows going on in there.
And a block by Rucker out of bounds to the Eskimos.
Things are starting to heat up.
3 blocks for Rucker tonight.
Rucker, he's not a exceptionally tall player. He's only 6'3", but he's got good jumping ability. There's still some shoving going on outside. Cameron Rundles. You can hear Dave Thorson every time someone picks up the dribble for Esko. He's yelling dead, dead, dead.
Limainen. Count the basket.
Boy, that was a tough shot. Get the replay of this one. Limainen driving down the lane. Woo! That's a tough shot. Able to finish it with the contact.
That's 3 fouls against Grant Hargett. And the 3-point play has Esko within 7.
Let's see if they can cut off this penetration. If Delasalle can't break the defense down with the dribble, they're going to be forced to hit some perimeter shots.
Bledsoe for 3.
Nice jump shot, little catch and shoot.
And Vinci with a 2-pointer at the other end. 8-point Delasalle lead.
I think things are settling down here for both squads. It's heating up.
Turnover by the Islanders. And now a bump. This will go against Rundles, who has Townsend in his face. Getting emotional here in the 3rd quarter. On the Menard scoreboard, you'll see it's D by 8.
The Auto Show lets you. Link Recreational's back and bigger than ever, and they're passing huge savings on to you. An 03 Bayliner 175 with Mercruiser stern drive and custom trailer is yours for only $99 a month. Hurry in. Bayliner rebates end March 31st. Save over $5,000 on an 03 Bayliner 185 with 4-cylinder Mercruiser and custom trailer. List price $16,999. Link price $11,997. Plus get a 2-year extended warranty and a water sports package for just $199 this week only. The boats you want at prices you can afford. Link Recreational, Business Highway 53, Minong, Wisconsin.
Lambert's Auto Glass in Cloquet is your full-service auto glass replacement and repair center. Give Lambert's a call today. Using only the highest quality OEM glass and moldings and the finest adhesives, Lambert's mobile trucks will have you back on the road in no time. Lambert's can also repair your auto glass. Their tested and approved system of repair will permanently stop crack extension and restore visibility. Congratulations to the Esko High School boys basketball team from Lambert's Auto Glass, 602 Cloquet Avenue in Cloquet.
Our fan cam is brought to you tonight by U.S. Bank. And the Eskimo fans excited about a trip to the cities. Delasalle fans just journey across the Hennepin Bridge, and they're here.
Boy, things are heating up here in the second half with Delasalle and Esko battling out. There's a lot of shoving and bumping going on. A little bit of talking as well, Anthony.
And the game really hasn't been chippy, but yet for some reason in the last couple of minutes, it's really been physical. Vingy. Well, they've done a great job on Townsend tonight. Vingy for three. No good. Long rebound tracked down by Townsend. Lee Meitenen from 16 can't get the roll, and Rucker has it.
For a good chunk of that sequence, Lee Meitenen was guarded by Bledsoe. He had a huge height advantage. They got to get him on the block. And there's a mismatch like that, and really see if he can. This kid can stay with Lee Meitenen posting up.
Jones drives the baseline. Missed it badly, but Rucker's there for the follow.
Boy, tough break. Jones, nice little move to the baseline jump shot. Hit the side of the backboard, and Rucker was there to clean up with a nice offensive rebound.
The lob, Townsend can't get it. Rebound, Rundles.
Coast to coast.
Came up empty. Rebound, Vingy. Vingy gets the return feed, and the layup for Vingy. He has 6.
Nice pass there by Lee Meitenen. Finding his buddy, running the baseline, streaking to get to the basket. Makes the layup.
Bledsoe kicks outside. Jones for 3. Good! J.D. Jones with his second 3 of the night.
Well, that changes things for Delasalle. Now, if they can make the perimeter shot, Esko can't stay in that zone. And if they go to a man-to-man, then there's openings. Use that quickness by Delasalle and get to the rim.
On the Menard scoreboard, Delasalle by 11.
The Hyundai Sonata, ranked most appealing entry midsize car. More standard features than a Toyota Camry LE, including a V6 engine. Over 2,400 less when comparably equipped. Add in America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, and you win. Test drive the Hyundai Sonata, starting at just $14,524 at your Hyundai dealer. Hurry in for $1,000 cash back or 0% APR. Plus, current Hyundai owners get an extra $1,000 cash back through April 30th.
Start a banking relationship with U.S. Bank, and we'll do everything but roll out the red carpet. Stop by a nearby U.S. Bank now and sign up for free checking with checking that pays and earn cash back every time you use your check card. See a friendly U.S. banker for details. Pay your bills online with U.S. Bank, and we'll do everything but teach you how to type. Stop by U.S. Bank now and sign up for free internet banking. Plus, take advantage of internet bill pay free during your first 60 days.
Tomorrow, Fox 9's coverage gets started just a hair earlier. We're on the air at noon. Mankato, Loyola, and Ellsworth, the battle for the Class A championship. The winner here will follow against defending state champion Litchfield in the 2A final. And then tomorrow night, what should be an exciting doubleheader, the 3A and 4A title games. Henry goes for the four-peat in 3A. And Minneapolis North will battle Osseo for the 4A championship. Rebounding edge for Delasalle, 21-11 against a much bigger Esko team.
The size doesn't always get it done as far as rebounding is concerned. With that great quickness and leaping ability. Whoa!
Vingy no good, but Erickson there for the tap.
Boy, Rucker got way up in the air, almost blocked that shot, slapped the backboard.
Jones to Rundles, down the baseline, leans, no good. Defensive rebound by Coons.
That was kind of a out-of-control move by Rundles. Maybe his inexperience there, tried to get to the rim, way off balance and couldn't finish.
Lee Meitenen tried to lob inside. Erickson spins, hangs, got Rucker in the air, missed the shot, got his own rebound, missed it again, and a rebound for Rundles.
Well, 2 good looks by Erickson. Little spin move, drop step, got to the rim, but there was a lot of bodies between him and the basket and couldn't finish the play.
The lob to Rucker. Hammered, he'll go to the line. Whistle goes against Erickson.
Nice entry pass there by Jones. Getting it into Rucker. Going strong to the basket there. We'll get a second look here. The drop step. A lot of contact.
Watch Rucker get up at the other end.
Oh. Kind of reminds me of me and you going against my brothers on my Nerf hoop at home.
I can dunk in Nerf hoops.
Oh, I used to play Nerf hoop every Christmas growing up. I was defending champion every year.
I got a couple little guys who will give you a run for your money. Rucker can't get the second one. Here's Erickson. Trying to get it into Lee Meitenen, but Rucker with a quick hands. Rucker fouled at the other end.
That was exactly right. The quick hands for Delasalle. Poked that basketball free. Kicked the ball down court. There's Rucker getting down quickly. Getting hammered by Loeffler.
Delasalle with the ball and a 9-point lead.
Eskimo sticking with this 3-2 zone.
Rundles penetrates, shovels it off to Rucker for the finish.
Boy, nice play. Number 20, Townsend, was turning around talking to his teammate. That penetration occurred. He should have been more aware. Easy layup.
Townsend drives, hands it off to Lee Meitenen.
Beautiful pass. Lee Meitenen finding that open area. Townsend, a delivery pass.
9-point lead for the Islanders. They'll play for one shot as the third quarter clock winds down. Now inside 10 seconds, they better put it in motion. Bledsoe. Outside Jones, a long three to end the quarter. J.D. Jones, 3 out of 4 from outside the arc. He has 11 points, and Delasalle will take a lead of 12 into the fourth quarter.
Kohler Chevrolet in Cloquet is the Northland's Truck Savings Center. At Kohler, you'll find the area's largest selection of new 2003 Chevy Silverados. New 4x4s starting under $20,000 and financing as low as 0%. Fantastic offers, plus the area's highest rated GM dealer, make Kohler the only place to shop for your new Chevy truck. Take the short drive and see for yourself why so many of your friends and neighbors have made the switch to Kohler in Cloquet, 10 minutes south of Duluth on I-35.
I bring my work home with me all the time. Hello.
What are you doing?
Hey, hold on. Great thing about Charter Pipeline is it's as fast as my internet connection at work. You know what I like best, though? It doesn't tie up my phone line.
Can I come over?
Never know who's gonna call. Bye.
Charter Pipeline. Are you on?
Mom!
Get cable TV and high-speed internet service together for only $69.95 per month.
Fox 9's coverage of the Minnesota State Boys High School Basketball Tournament is being brought to you by Dairy Queen. DQ, something different. We head into the fourth quarter. And Delasalle has a 12-point lead.
Well, if Delasalle continues to knock down that perimeter shot like that last shot here to end the third quarter, that's going to have to pull Esko out of that zone defense. That makes things really tough. Then you go to a man-to-man defense, and that's where Delasalle can really exploit that quick disadvantage.
When you mentioned the need to be able to penetrate that zone, Delasalle found another way, and that was just to hit a couple of those jump shots. Here's a nice drive by Micah Schultz. for his first basket.
Oh, a nice move going to the basket off that pass. A lot of traffic in there, but he was able to finish.
Rucker at the other end. Can't get it. Rebound Townsend. Townsend takes it all the way in, and we've got a whistle, but no signal yet. It'll be a block. Before the shot, Rundle's whistled, and that could be trouble.
Get the replay here. Townsend getting to the basket. That was a close call.
Nope, they called it against Bledsoe.
Rundles might have had his feet set in that situation. Didn't matter, but that was a nice play by Townsend getting to the rim.
10-point lead for Delasalle. They've led all the way. They scored the game's first 7 points. And Esko has never been closer than 7 since. Townsend off balance, no good. Schultz with the rebound, can't get the roll.
Good defense by Delasalle. They've got a huge advantage on the boards. Esko's not getting a lot of opportunities to get second and third situations off the rebounds.
Bledsoe is trying to be patient. Delasalle's turned it over 11 times tonight. Only 6 by Esko. Now they start to extend that defense. Rundles drives, hangs in the air, and can't get it. Rebounded by Schultz.
Schultz is trying to get it to Oberg to bring the ball up the floor. Just a bad pass off his hands. Delasalle gets the ball back. Tough play.
Jones kicks outside. Hargett tried to shovel it back on the give and go, and it winds up in the hands of Erickson. Another Delasalle turnover.
Well, Delasalle's done a nice job in this man-to-man defense. They're not going to play any zone, I guarantee you that.
Well, Oberg with an early 3 that's no good, rebounded by Jones. Rundle spins, kicks outside. Jones inside the arc, 14 feet away, no good. And the rebound is out of bounds. And they'll give it back to Delasalle, saying it was last touched by Oberg.
Boy, that was a nice shot by Jones. A little pull-up jumper, kicked off the rim. Delasalle gets it back.
And a block inside. And then a strip. Oberg to Schultz. And Schultz got it.
Nice pass from Oberg to Schultz. A little two-man action for Esko.
And a timeout taken by Delasalle as Esko sneaks within 8. 5:39 remaining on the Chevrolet scoreboard.
It seems like an eternity. 18 months, over 13,000 hours until September 2004, when you first pay for the beautiful Wix furniture you buy today. No money down, no payments, no interest adding up, no interest period until September 2004. You buy today, get delivery right away. Take 18 months to pay. No interest accrues until September 2004, only at Wix Furniture.
The Auto Show was a great success. Come celebrate with Auto Show Bonus Cash. $500 in Auto Show Bonus Cash brings your savings to $2,500 cash back on a 2003 Expedition and $3,500 cash back on a 4-door Explorer. That's right. $500 in Auto Show Bonus Cash gets you $2,500 cash back on the all-new redesigned Expedition or $3,500 cash back on a best-selling Ford Explorer. Hurry, $500 in Auto Show Bonus Cash ends March 31st. So get to your Northland Ford dealer.
8-point lead for Delasalle. 37-29 Islanders with Kevin Lynch and Jeff Grayson. I'm Anthony LaPanta. Ron Larson with us tonight as well as we fill the final piece of Championship Saturday's puzzle. 7 of the 8 teams already set. The winner here will face Litchfield for the 2A title. Rundles on the pull-up, in and out, no good. The rebound, Vinci. Delasalle's 0 for 5 from the field here in the fourth quarter.
Esko's got to get a shot for Erickson. Every time he's freed up inside, he's had some good looks to get to the rim. No call there.
And Vinci, who had collided with Rundles and knocked him to the floor, found himself all alone.
He knocked Rundles to the floor. Then he went right to the basket. The ball was past him, and easy layup. Esko's threatening here to finish off this game.
Closest that Esko has been since it was 7-2. At the 3:47 mark of the first quarter, and now a turnover by Hargett. Esko with the ball, down just 6. A block against Rundles. And that's his third. But watch this at the other end. Now, I don't know if you'll see the collision. Hargett goaltends, that gets the roll anyway, but just before that, Vinci had collided with Rundles. It was a no call, but Rundles being knocked to the floor left Vinci all alone.
There's been some subtle elbowing going on out here. I don't know if the people at home can see it, but here and there, there's some players that are mixing it up a little bit.
Schultz giving Esko some good minutes here in the fourth quarter off of their bench. Townsend drives, and an offensive foul as Townsend sent Bledsoe reeling.
Let's get a second look at this. I think that's a good call, using his left hand to dribble, his right arm, his offhand to push off the defender Bledsoe to create this space. That's a good call, offensive foul.
You can't extend the arm. And that's what Townsend did. Vinci to Townsend inside. And he's fouled before he goes up. Nice show of sportsmanship by Townsend, too, after that last play. Reached over and gave J.D. Jones a little slap.
That's always good to see. You know, that North Hopkins game, that was getting out of control yesterday with Henderson swinging it at Chris Humphreys. That's not a good thing in high school basketball.
32nd timeout taken by Dave Thorson. With 4:13 remaining, and all of a sudden, Mike Debney's team is within striking distance for the first time.
Done, baby. It's done. All our timeouts
Let's go down 6 at the moment. Here's coaching staff for the Eskimos giving some instructions. Let's listen up.
Mike Debney had been in the tournament a couple of times. He was a head coach at Carleton High School. He was here in the tournament in 1998 and 99. Now here with Esko for the first time. Esko matching a school record this year. 28 wins. The 1955 team was the last team to win 28 times in a season.
This is going to be a good test for those young players, inexperienced for Delasalle. See if they can hold on to this lead.
Townsend forced one up. Rucker had a hand in his face, and Rundles with a rebound.
Try to handle this pressure without getting any turnovers.
Another strip by Schultz. Erickson leans in. An offensive foul against Erickson. Rundle slides in to draw the charge.
Erickson going strong to the rim. Let's get a second look here. Off the nice pass. Looks like a good call once again. There's Rucker up there trying to contest the shot.
When you see Rundles grab onto him, that might have been the reason that the Esko fans were complaining. It clearly looked like Rundles had position to draw the charge. And now another 30-second timeout taken by Dave Thorson with 3:32 remaining.
Here's the move, Erickson going to the rim. Oh yeah, you see the arm wrapping around Erickson, bringing him down, wrapping his arm. Yeah,
And he does have him wrapped up, but the foul had already been committed by the time he grabbed him. I mean, the contact had been made. There was going to be an offensive foul called. It isn't like he drew the offensive foul by pulling the player down on top of him. It isn't like a hockey penalty.
That's a good point. You know, the contact had already occurred. The charge had already occurred. So by the time that wraparound came, it was after the foul had happened. Extending that defense, Esko's got to create some more turnovers here. See if this Delasalle young backcourt can take care of the basketball.
Schultz harassing Rundles. Near steal by Vinji. Jones for three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Townsend. Delasalle 0 for 6 here in the fourth quarter. And a foul called against Lavelle Jackson.
Lavelle Jackson getting a little too aggressive on defense there. Committing a foul, although they're not in the bonus here. They're going to be throwing the ball in on the baseline.
2:57 remaining. Delasalle trying to hang on the Chevrolet scoreboard. They lead by 6.
Kohler Chevrolet in Cloquet is the Northland's Truck Savings Center. At Kohler, you'll find the area's largest selection of new 2003 Chevy Silverados. New 4x4s starting under $20,000 and financing as low as 0%. Fantastic offers, plus the area's highest rated GM dealer, make Kohler the only place to shop for your new Chevy truck. Take the short drive and see for yourself why so many of your friends and neighbors have made the switch to Kohler in Cloquet, 10 minutes south of Duluth on I-35.
Link Recreational's back and bigger than ever, and they're passing huge savings on to you. A 16-foot Smokercraft sport tiller with 25 horsepower Mercury and custom trailer. List price $89.99, link price $69.97. Plus, all this week, you'll receive a special Smokercraft accessories package absolutely free. Get a 17-foot Smokercraft Valencia with 125 Mercury and custom trailer for only $189 a month with zero down. You can upgrade to a 115 4-stroke and accessories for only $9.99. The boats you want at prices you can afford. Link Recreational, Business Highway 53, Minong, Wisconsin.
Dave Thorson and the Islanders have compiled some impressive numbers over the years at the state tournament. Champions in 98 and 99. Had missed last year's tournament and lost in the first round in 2001. This year's team on the verge of a berth in the title game. Erickson had it for a moment, then stripped away by Rundles.
Just quick hands by Delasalle. Once Erickson got the ball inside, he's got to keep the basketball up in the air so those shorter players can't strip him.
Islanders will pull the ball out and run some clock. Townsend says, let's switch to man-to-man. He'll guard Rundles.
At some point, Esko's going to have to double team and trap some of these players. One of the younger guys who get out there and pressure them, they might cough it up.
Jones. Now Rucker fouled. Erickson whistled. That'll be his fourth foul. The next foul will put Delasalle at the line. That's 16 fouls against Esko.
J.D. Jones is going to throw the ball in here right in front of our broadcast location. I'm sure the Islanders are going to continue to try to eat that clock up. Hard foul there by Townsend out in the perimeter.
And it'll be Rucker to the line, the one senior in this Delasalle starting lineup. Gives him 11 points a game, a 3-year varsity player.
Well, it's going to be important here for Delasalle to knock down some free throws. Esko is going to have a chance here to win this game.
Rucker just 1 of 4 at the line tonight. Got the first one.
How important is that to finish off ball games by hitting free throws? And we talked about this yesterday, how it seems like a lot of teams, players these days, they just don't consistently knock down free throws. And especially at the end of games, you can really win a lot of games, obviously, by taking care of business at the charity stripe.
Rucker gets just 1 of 2, but then Townsend lost it to Rucker on the rebound.
Boy, that's a tough Tough play there for Esko.
And a foul called. Boy, the Islanders do not want fouls like this. It gives Esko a chance to score with the clock stopped. Not to mention the fact that that's 4 fouls against Rundles.
That's the 7th team foul.
Townsend had the ball just briefly. Rucker had his quick hands, got him in there and stripped the basketball and hit the layup.
A 1-and-1 for Jade Oberg at the other end. He's now 1 for 2 at the line tonight. And Esko's down 8.
They're going to apply that full court press that's coming right now. Got to create some turnovers.
Foul called against Townsend.
Sending J.D. Jones to the free throw line. He's a junior guard, 6'1", averages 16 points.
Jones hit a couple of big threes in the third quarter. And Townsend has fouled out of the game. Oh, what a frustrating night for the Eskimos' top scorer. Just 2 points tonight. He averages 15 a game. And a timeout taken by Esko with 1:42 remaining. Time to replot some strategy here without Townsend on the floor.
Well, I'm sure Dave Thorson's going to plan this offensive attack. You get the ball to the players who can knock down free throws here. They can ice the game from the free throw line. They can't afford any turnovers. Esko is going to try to get down the floor, get layups. If they get fouled, they'll knock the free throws in and apply that full court pressure. So let's listen up to Dave Thorson.
Well, you don't need a microphone in there.
Yeah, I think my microphone's picking him up. 50 feet away.
Esko, 3 timeouts remaining. Delasalle with 2. The possession arrow favors the Islanders. A 1-and-1 coming for J.D. Jones. 11 points tonight. First trip to the foul line. Delasalle made 9 of 10 free throws in their quarterfinal win against Pipestone. But this one's another miss. Rucker with an offensive rebound. Nice job by Erickson to force the tied ball, but the possession arrow favors Delasalle.
Well, once again, very active on the offensive glass, Delasalle is. And Rucker scoots in there and steals the ball from Erickson. As a big guy, Erickson's got to get that ball and get those elbows out. Make him pay for trying to get close to you.
Esko has just one more foul that will result in a 1-and-1. Vingy with a steal, and then he knocked Rundles to the floor.
Boy, that was a hard foul.
He nearly had a steal when he punched the ball away, but then threw a forearm into the back of Rundles and knocked him to the floor. Watch this again.
They stripped the ball. The ball went up in the air, but Rundles stayed between the basketball and number 4, Vingy. Nice job positioning his body, protect him. Hard foul. Pushed him down to the floor. Don't like to see that.
Now the freshman to the line for a 1-and-1. He missed the front end, and Rucker got his hands on it again, and it's out of bounds off the foot of Erickson. 2 possessions in a row where Rucker gets his hands on the offensive rebound off a missed front end of a 1-and-1.
Shot goes up. Rucker throwing people around like a cornered rhinoceros. He is all over the glass.
A little quicker than a rhinoceros.
Hey, those things are quick. I'm telling you.
I hope you're not speaking from experience. Heard a guy's running with the bulls, but running with the rhinoceroses could be a little dangerous.
Nevertheless, boy, nice action there in the offensive glass. Delasalle, very active.
And now Jones hits the free throw. Ironically, when it's no longer a 1-and-1, now a 2-shot foul. The Islanders had missed 3 of 4 free throws here in the fourth quarter. J.D. Jones, mentioned that earlier, 10 3-pointers in a single game. It's just 1 of 2 free throws, and this time Erickson has the board. 80 seconds to go, and Esko's down by 8.
Got to get something quick.
Vinji, a deep 3, short. And a foul called on the rebound. It will go against Oberg and send Bledsoe to the line for 2.
That shot kicked off the rim. Bledsoe did a nice job of getting his body in right position to draw that foul against Oberg. That's the quickness.
So Bledsoe for 2 free throws, 5 points tonight.
He's only a sophomore, averages 7 points per game, but does a nice job in that pressure defense, running the offense as well, making good decisions.
1 of 2 for Bledsoe. 9-point Delasalle lead. Oberg. Vinji kicks outside. Schultz for 3, and it's good. A timeout for Esko with 59 seconds to go. And you'll see the final minute wind down on the option corn countdown clock. And Micah Schultz has come out of nowhere to play very well for this team in this fourth quarter. 7 points in the quarter. Throw a steal in for good measure.
Well, Eskimos are down 6 at this juncture. Just under a minute to go. Like you mentioned, Anthony, he's a good shooter. Schultz is. They've tried to free him up a couple different times. They need to run him off some screens, set some high picks for him to free him up behind the arc. See if he can knock down some shots. Little penetration move out to Schultz. Catch and shoot situation. And he can knock him down when he gets hot. There's Dave Thorson prowling the sidelines, trying to inspire his young team.
Less than a minute, and Delasalle up by 6. Jones has it poked away from behind, and the Eskimos come up with a steal. Erickson kicks outside. Vinji for 3, short, no good. And the rebound controlled by Hargett, and Hargett is fouled by Vinji. And a technical foul has been called against Mike Devney.
Well, that loose basketball kicked out on the floor. There was a lot of bodies scrambling to scoop it up. Mike Devney obviously thought one of his players was fouled. Get the replay here.
Now you will see Devney very animated.
Yeah, he thought Jade Oberg was fouled as his body went flying when that loose basketball popped out on the floor.
Jones gets the first free throw, and for Esko, after the steal, Erickson's running the floor. You're down 6. The temptation is that you need to kick it outside and hit a 3, but what you really just need is any quick shot.
Yeah, he actually had a 2-on-1 situation there, but he was so anxious to kick it out to the corner to his buddy to get the 3-point shot where he could have just gone to the rim and cut this lead down to 4. But he decided to push it out and look for that 3-point shot.
And now the technical foul shots for Jones. And then Delasalle will get the basketball. So this was 4 free throws and the ball for the Islanders. Jones gets 3 of 4. A 6-point lead swells to 9, and the Islanders will get the ball.
Well, I'd imagine that the Eskimos are going to foul pretty quickly here. Send the Islanders to the free throw line once again. You want to get the ball into Jones's hands.
Rundles kicks to Rucker. Rucker's fouled and will go back to the line.
Nice pass finding Rucker on the baseline. After breaking that pressure out on the floor, going to the rim pretty hard. Rucker's played a solid game.
Not over, buddy. Suck it up here. Let's get Foul number 30, Michael Schultz. That's his second.
Dave Thorson, head coach at De La Salle. And I wish his family well. His father is in the hospital in Fargo tonight. They weren't certain they were going to be able to see the game in Fargo. His mother did not make the trip down here, so the school making sure that a copy of this broadcast will be sent northwest after the conclusion. Hopefully for the Thorson family, it'll be a win for the Islanders, and it looks that way as we are in the final 24 seconds. And Rundles is fouled. He'll go to the line. Schultz whistled for this one.
Rundles didn't like that foul by Schultz. That was another hard foul. Slapping him on the wrist there. Trying to create a turnover. Well, De La Salle has kind of answered the call. They've done a pretty good job here to finish off this game as far as taking care of the basketball, running their spread offense.
And now you can start wondering how this group of youngsters will handle the most experienced team in this tournament, the senior-laden Litchfield Dragons.
That is going to be a tall order. I'll tell you what, Litchfield, I was so impressed. But then again, De La Salle's played a lot of good teams this year.
Lee Meitenen with a putback.
Basket number 44.
And I'm not sure why we had a whistle. Lee Meitenen tipped the ball after it went through, so they'll blow the whistle. Start it up for the Islanders. And the final seconds wind down on an impressive performance by De La Salle. And this group that starts only one senior, at least a year ahead of schedule in the rebuilding process at De La Salle, will now play for a state championship tomorrow afternoon against the Dragons.
Well, I tell you what, the difference in this game was that start by De La Salle. They came out smoking hot. Esko came out ice cold. They got that big lead early on, and Esko was never able to catch up. Made a couple mini runs, but they couldn't get close enough to really threaten De La Salle, and Dave Thorson is going back to the state championship game.
It's familiar territory for Thorson. It's new territory for this bunch of Islanders. Thorson has already won a couple of state titles in 98 and 99. He also lost in the championship game in 97. He's back for the fourth time, but these players have not been there before. A big reason why the Islanders are advancing was the play of the one senior amongst these youngsters, Richard Rucker. Send it over to Jeff Grayson.
Thanks a lot, Anthony. Richard, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
What does it mean to you guys to get this win and get a shot to play for a championship?
It means a lot. I mean, we had a lot of people doubting us, so it means a lot.
What are your thoughts on this game? You guys got the big lead early. They came back, and then you managed to hang on.
I mean, I think we let down a little bit, but we came out. We knew we had this game, so.
I have to ask you about your knack to get rebounds when you guys miss free throws.
That's just the hustle play. That's what my coach wants me to do, and I got to do that.
How exciting is this to have a chance at Litchfield? You've gotten to see them.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
All right, any other thoughts? All right, good luck tomorrow. That's Richard Rucker. De La Salle will play Litchfield for the championship game. We'll wrap this thing up in a moment. You're watching Fox 9's coverage of the 2003 Boys Basketball Tournament from the Target Center.
To Kohl's 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday only, and take an extra $10 off instantly with any purchase of $50 or more. You'll find great sale prices store-wide, like 50% off screen printed tees for the family. Take 30 to 50% off all women's coordinates. Save 50% on all pillows, all accent rugs, and all solid bath towels. Then take an extra $10 off instantly with any purchase of $50 or more. At Kohl's 2-day sale Friday and Saturday only. Kohl's. Shop happy, leave happy.
Put in energy-saving Wenco vinyl windows from Menards and don't pay for 12 months. They're maintenance-free with a lifetime warranty and feature high-performance, low-E insulated glass. Sliding windows start at $69.99. Get extra storage with this vinyl.
Esko 47-38 in our last semifinal of the 2003 tournament. Welcome back to Target Center, everybody, with head coach Ron Larson from St. Francis. I'm Jeff Grayson. You heard from Richard Rucker, our Midwest Dairy Player of the Game. Strange game, Coach. It was a hard one to get a handle on. Delasalle didn't score for like the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter, and they still won big.
The problem is Esko just could not convert. They had a number of putbacks that did not go in for them in that second half, and they just couldn't quite get it under 6 points there for the longest time. So, but that part of that is, and most of that, of course, is the relentless defense that Delasalle put on. They just constant pressure throughout the course of the game, and it continued right up until the final buzzer.
I was impressed by the statement the Islanders made to start the game, and Esko was really, they had to play catch-up against this team the rest of the way.
Plus, those young kids from Delasalle also handle the ball well down the stretch. They got fouled, they missed some free throws, but they managed to handle the pressure that also Esko put on. Esko did a nice job of fighting back and getting in this thing and making it an entertaining basketball game. But it was a nice pressure defense, plus the ball control of Delasalle that allowed them to hold on.
Well, Richard Rucker was our player of the game. He's also involved in the Chevrolet play of the game.
Great lob play here earlier in the game. Just a nice play. And then he did it all. He rebounded. He scored 15 points. And another good player for him also. And here's another replay of it. But another great player, J.D. Jones, came in. He was in foul trouble in that first half. Came in and hit 2 threes in the second half and a couple free throws down the stretch. And that put the game away for Delasalle.
That was Lavelle Jackson on the feed to Richard Rucker with our Chevy play of the game. Well, Coach, we'll see you tomorrow night on Championship Saturday.
Should be a great night.
All right. Thanks, Ron. We'll wrap this thing up in a moment. You are watching Fox 9's coverage of the 2003 boys basketball tournament from the Target Center.
Okay, oven mitt, time to get another roast out of the...
Look,